YouTubers, how are you today? This is Ingrid from the Netherlands again, aka Rocking Lupa. Today it's Saturday and I wanted to add a new video for the vinyl community, and because I have some new stuff for you to show, some new vinyl and also some new CDs. And but actually it's quite warm here in the attic of my house, where I always shoot my videos for the PC, and because you know for a few days already the sun is very shining bright here in the Netherlands. It doesn't happen very often, so when the sun shines here in Holland, you know, Dutch people want to enjoy that as much as possible. You know, but you know, and but it's quite early in the morning now, and I'm afraid that somehow the temperature will raise much higher today. So, and then you know, you really definitely won't be here in the attic then. You know, it's quite hot then. So yeah, so but now it's still morning, and so yeah, I think it's better to shoot the video now early, and you know, as quick as possible before it's really too hot here, you know. But okay, I have some new stuff for you to show, and as usual I will you know, start with the CDs first. The first one I want to show you today, it's by an Australian singer. His name is John Farnham, and it's the album The Acoustic Chapel Sessions. I hope the CD is visible enough in the camera because the sun is shining into the windows. So well, this was released last year, so 2011. It contains a CD and a DVD, and yeah, actually you know, I'm a really big fan of John Farnham already, you know, many years, and you know, many people often only know him by the song You're the Voice, but you know, so the people there are not much people who do know more songs by John Farnham, and you know, I definitely really recommend the singer. You know, he has such an incredible voice, and I really love his voice. It's one of those singers who really, you know, really touches my soul or something. I don't know how to explain that, but yeah, he really sang so much more beautiful songs than only You're the Voice, you know. So, and yeah, I noticed that he already, you know, in July he becomes he will turn 64 already, I think, so 64 years old, 63, I don't know exactly, but you know, he's coming of age, sort of, but you know, he still has that really wonderful voice, and yeah, I could listen to this singer the whole day, you know. And so, as the title already says, these are acoustic versions of you know, big hits by John Farnham. So, for example, Pressure Down and Reasons, Chain Reaction, you know, and of course You're the Voice also. That's Freedom, Two Strong Hearts, a really cool song. Age of Reason, and what I really like on this album is A Simple Life. It's really, you know, really cool version, acoustic version of that song, and yeah, you know, you have to listen to this album and just slowly drift away. You only have to listen to it, and you know, it's awesome. It's yeah, I really like John Farnham. I really do. The second album I bought last week. I already ordered it 2 weeks ago, but yeah, I think I received it about 2 or 3 days ago. It's the new album by Keane. It's called Strangeland. And this is the expanded version, so you have a regular CD, but this is the, you know, the CD which contains more songs. So yeah, for a few euros more, I have, you know, more songs, you know, from this band. So this is their latest album, and yeah, I know that there are people who really definitely hate Keane, but no, I really like their sound. And you know, of course, their very first album, Hopes and Fears, I could listen to that album the whole day, because you know, it has a kind of 80s kind of you know, sound, 80s kind of vibe in their songs. Yeah, for some reason the music reminds me a little bit of you know, U2 and Simple Minds and those kind of bands, but especially those bands, well, how they sound in the 80s, you know. And so yeah, that's why I think I like you know, the music by Keane. So yeah, and this is the new album, and especially the track Silence by the Light. I listened to that already a few days constantly, and yeah, so yeah, I'm really happy with this this pickup. Another CD I bought last week, or already 2 weeks ago. It's the very best of Level 42. So this contains the greatest hits, you know, Love Games, Hot Water, Something About You, Leaving Me Now, Lessons in Love, Running in the Family, It's Over, Children Say, really cool song also, and Guaranteed, and you know, much more great songs. I really like the music by Level 42. Then another CD by a Dutch singer. His name is Bertolf. In my former video I already showed you his latest release, and also his you know, the debut album, but I still didn't have his second album, and this is so I bought that quite recently, and this is Snakes and Ladders. So this is the second release by Bertolf, and I didn't have the time yet to listen to it, so I can't you know, I don't know how it sounds like, but I think it's again, you know, sounding a bit like yeah, Beatles, or you know, and in that kind of yeah, genre, and I definitely think this is one of the upcoming Dutch artists who's really gonna make it in the future. You know, yeah, he makes good stuff. So this is the second album by Bertolf. Then another Dutch artist, a female singer. Her name is Elske DeWall, and few videos ago. I don't know exactly which one it was, but I already showed you her debut album, and now I think about a week ago she released her second album. So I really wanted to have that. And this is Elske DeWall, and her new album is called Brave. And you should really check her out on YouTube maybe, and especially the song Chasing the Impossible. This song really gives me the goosebumps for some reason. It's so beautiful, and yeah, it's sang with so much passion in it, and it almost it almost reminds me a little bit to the debut album of Amanda Marshall. I don't know if you're really familiar with her. Amanda Marshall, I think in the 90s or something. I don't exactly. She released her debut album, and I really played that album, constantly a lot for a very long time. It's still one of my favorite albums, by the way. But for some reason, the song "Chasing the Impossible" by Elske DeWall reminds me a little bit of that album, Amanda Marshall. But for the rest, all the other tracks on this album really sound different. And Elske DeWall, she really has a very strong voice. And I definitely think one of the, again, some of the upcoming Dutch artists was really gonna make it in the future. It's I really recommend this, and I don't know if it's available in outside the Netherlands, but I really recommend this album. So those were my CD purchases over the last few days and weeks. And last but not least, this is the very last CD I want to show you. I almost forgot. This is the new CD. I think I received that Friday or Thursday. I don't know exactly anymore. So it's really new, and this is the new album by Firewind. It's A Few Against Many, and Firewind is, for the people who are not familiar with that band, Firewind is a band from Greece, and in this band also is one of the band members is Gus G, and he's the guitarist also for Ozzy Osbourne. So he also so Gus G also produced this new album, and I listened to it yesterday for the very first time, and I must say it sounds a little bit different than the former albums by Firewind. It doesn't have many of those catchy songs anymore. There are a few, but not as many as I'm used to, and but still there are very great songs. And if you are a big fan of very melodic power metal, you definitely have to give this album a chance, and also the other albums by Firewind. So this is the latest CD, so the latest album. But besides the CD, I also bought the same album, of course, on vinyl. So you see, this is the CD and this is the vinyl. It's still in the shrink wrap, so I haven't opened it yet. But yeah, yeah, I'm really very happy with this purchase, and yeah, I already have 2 other albums by Firewind on vinyl, and I don't actually I don't know if there are more albums by Firewind on vinyl. I didn't discover that yet, and but so if you know more about that, you of course you know, shoot me a message or something. That I really love to know that. But so this is the latest album, Few Against Many. So it's released about a week ago or something. So it's really recommended for power metal, you know, fans. Well. And also bought some other vinyl, and the next album I want to show you, it's Licensed to Ill by the Beastie Boys, and this is their original release on wait, I was called so I will show you, because oh, here's a beautiful picture here of the Beastie Boys, and of course rest in peace MCA, and it's you know, with the original inner sleeve, and of course on the Def Jam records recordings, and it's from 1986. And of course this contains, among others, Fight for Your Right and No Sleep Till Brooklyn. And I especially chose for this album because yeah, it actually was one of the first albums in the 80s or ever in time, you know, from an artist who combines rap with metal, you know. And especially the metal part of this album I really like. So you know, because I'm really into hard rock and metal music, as you all know, and I'm not really much of a rap fan, but you know, in you know, combining with the metal music, I really like this album. So yeah, and we listened to this music a lot when we were younger. You know, I was a teenager then, but yeah, and I could pick this up for a very decent price. So yeah, I'm very happy with this. So Licensed to Ill by Beastie Boys. I have 2 albums for you left to show. Those are both by one band, and again some metal here in this video, because they're both by Metallica. Yeah. People in the on the Facebook page, there's also a vinyl community page on Facebook, and you should really check that out, and because it's really nice, and many people from the VC also are joining that group. So yeah, you know, everyone who didn't yeah, join, please please come, you know, check out that group on Facebook and join the group, and you know, you're really welcome, and it's really cool, you know, and people posting some really nice yeah, messages and photos, and also some yeah, links to yeah, videos, and you know, and so yeah, that's very very wonderful. And but some people on that group, I think they definitely have noticed that I'm looking for, you know, original vinyl by Metallica these days. I already have the entire, you know, the entire collection Metallica on CD, but yeah, I would like to have those albums on vinyl too. But I already noticed that the most Metallica albums on, you know, second-hand stores, and, you know, sites like eBay and Discogs and you name it, they really go for just crazy prices. You know, it's really really insane. And you know, it's the most records original releases are about 30, 40, 50 euros or even more, and those are really crazy prices. And I'm sorry, but I just can't afford those kind of prices. You know, maybe it's worth it, but you know, I just can't afford that. So but I found these two albums on eBay also, but for a very decent price. And so this is the let's take a look. This is Metallica Ride the Lightning, original release from 1984 on Roadrunner Records. It still has the original inner sleeve, as you can see. Really good condition also, so I'm very happy with that. I already had this album on Banzai Records, and but this is on the Roadrunner Records. So yeah, I'm really very happy with this, and you know, it hasn't got any ring wear or something, so it's really great condition and for a decent price. And I didn't pay really. I really don't pay ridiculous prices. So I really you know, look around and until I found some more decent prices, and this was one of them. So yeah, I was very happy with this. And then the other album by Metallica is of course Master of Puppets, and this was on the music, as you can see, on the Music for Nations record, the Music for Nations label. It also has the original inner sleeve, you know, with the lyrics on it, and the credits, and great band pictures also. And yeah, as you can see, really beautiful label. I hope it's visible enough in the camera, because again the sun is very shining bright. But yeah, so this was of course from 1986, and yeah, I bought these two albums by the same seller, at the same seller. So yeah, and he didn't ask you know, really very high prices for that, and that's really wonderful, you know. And that's giving people who don't have, who just can't spend that much money, yeah, and they give the opportunity to buy those albums too, you know. So yeah, I'm really happy with that. Well, yeah, oh yeah, the music, yeah, it already stopped for you know, for a moment, but the music you are hearing in the background is by Camelot. I really like this album. It's ghost opera, really beautiful gatefold also, and yeah, I really like this album. And I also have a t-shirt by Camelot today. So yeah, It's one of my favorite albums also. So yeah, that was what you were hearing in the beginning of the video in the background. And well, those were all my purchases for over the last few days, and I hope you liked it, watching it. And I also wanted to do a response to Long Lost LP Man's very first thread, but of course I will do that in a separate video. So yeah, I will leave you here. And of course Sunday and next Monday it's gonna be with sun, I guess you call it that. We call it Pinksteren in the Netherlands, but in English language I think it's with sun. And so I hope you have a wonderful time, a wonderful holiday. And well, that's all for my recent finds. And let me know what you think, leave me messages, or and I really appreciate it. All the new subscribers to my YouTube channel, it's really wonderful. Thank you guys, I really appreciate it very much. And yeah, and that was all for today. Okay, so I'm leaving you here with the recent finds video, and now I will shoot Long Lost LP Man response for this first thread. Okay, well my friends, have a very nice weekend, have a very nice Whitsun, and see you soon. Have a great one. Bye bye.